What's up, y'all, and welcome to the Aging Potheads. I am your boy, Big Brother Boss, aka the Funky Monk. And with me this week is the beautiful Miss Candy with an X. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm doing pretty good. Just maintaining.
Yeah, it's been a while, so but we've been holding it down for you. We've been holding it down.
I know I feel like it's been months for some reason, but it
I
seems
know, I
like
know.
maybe
Hey y'all, welcome to the show. Go ahead and take this time to share out to your friends. Grab your smoking apparatus or whatever you like to smoke with, and your drink. See here. Oh, it looks like my Facebook updated while I was
oh
sitting
yeah.
here. You know how it goes around here, man.
I got my little lunch wrote piece from earlier. I didn't even have time to roll a blunt. I was like, man,
You know,
but
I almost didn't either. My daughter's in town.
I
Uh,
saw that. How is she?
she's good. She turned 25 yesterday.
Oh, happy
Um,
birthday.
yeah, she turned 25 yesterday. And hold on, there we go. Why is the show going like that? I'm sorry, y'all. Let's see here. There we go. I might get Tony to wanna we got it, Tony. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, y'all. Now let's go ahead here and get started.
I'm not amused right now.
I know. I I thought I was having some technical difficulties because it wasn't showing up on the website. I mean, it wasn't showing up on the Facebook
Oh.
page. We were live yet, but y'all, now we are live. Let's go ahead and get started with the blaze, y'all. Man,
Yeah.
ooh wee, and let us know what you're smoking on. Let us know where you're watching from. Tonight, I am smoking on Day Tripper. It's a sativa. I got it from um, Green, and I don't have the. Oh man, my bag is actually close today, y'all.
Mm.
Now I can check it out. um, but it was something I tried. I didn't like the numbers on it, to tell you the truth. Um,
Were they
but I did
low?
take,
Or-
so I did take a risk on it. It is called Day Tripper. That's not it.
Mm.
All right, this is it. It's by the Serene Cultivators.
Okay.
Um, Now Serene is a pretty good brand, so that was one of the reasons I picked it up. Also, it is surprisingly powerful. Um, at first you don't feel it. You feel it a little bit. You feel it like within maybe 5 minutes of your first toke. So I do like the way it comes in. Um, then it hits you. Then it just punches you in the face. It's like, God damn, I am
Well,
fucking high right now. It's called the Day Tripper. It is a good daytime brand. Because even though I got very high, I was still very aware. I wasn't foggy headed.
mm-hmm.
Um, Eyes do get low. It does. It does cause a lot of thirst. I mean, it will make you thirsty,
Okay.
both physically and sexually.
Well,
Um,
I might need
uh,
to try some of
yeah, it's good. It does that.
Back that up. Did you just say sexually too?
Yeah, it's arousing. It makes you aroused.
I'm gonna come by. I'll see you tomorrow.
that.
But it does cause a lot of dry mouth. Um, Excuse me. Um, but it's a good brand. Real good sativa because it hits the head and then actually, when it brings you down is when you'll start feeling some of the body effects of it. So because it was high in myrcene, which is why I didn't pick it up. But the terpenolines were high, so I took it with a grain of salt. It's good. I gave it 4.5. I think I gave it 4.5. It takes a while, y'all. I gave it 4.5 on the day tripper. It was pretty good. I got it at Green Dispensary. It's the first time I've seen it, so I couldn't tell you if it's at other dispensaries. But it is day tripper is good. Give it 4.5 blunts. Get out there and try it, y'all. Now you had some nice homegrown stuff this week, huh?
I did. I was sitting minding my business, watching TV, and I got a call to come downstairs and try this. So I said, okay. So the person that gave it to me doesn't smoke because he's a truck driver. So I gladly volunteered to distribute. Yes. So I gladly volunteer to distribute.
I'm sorry, real quick. That was a piss poor gag reflex.
Yeah, I mean, he probably doesn't need those. So
I'm sorry, I meant the mute.
So it was called Honey Bun. And I want to say it's obviously more indica leaning.
Okay.
Because my eyes are low. And it's not a hit hard or immediately immediate, like you kind of ease into it. It eases you into it, which I kind of like. I like indicas that do that. Doesn't make me feel like I'm falling or something like that.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's that strong because I did not hear my alarm this morning when it went off. And I know I said it was said on my phone that it went off, and it's a very loud and obnoxious alarm. And I haven't for that reason because I have to get up this early all week this week. So I don't know what happened. I just know my body jolted awake, and it jolted right at the time I would have got up anyway. So maybe I just didn't hear it until after. I don't know what happened. But anywho, I wound up giving it 4.5 on the homegrown Richter scale. I like it. It has me mellow. Not too much cotton mouth. Maybe munchies, but not crazy. Nothing crazy. But yeah, I like it. I like it. It's very smooth.
Right on, right on. That is cool. She said, "I thought you gave it a 5." Tony said, "I gave it a 5."
I probably did. Yeah. Well, there you go.
Understand, y'all. We are potheads, and
I never remember what I gave anything.
Yeah. Yeah. So let us know in the comments what you're smoking on tonight, where you're watching from. Our strain of the week is papaya, not to be confused with papaya waska that we did recently. Papaya is an indica. It is a very strong indica. It's one of the things that's actually pretty good about it is it has a fruity taste, and it works pretty good. What I like about papaya personally when I smoked it was the sedative effects. It does take a lot of pain away. It does ease pain. It eases pain, and also it gives you hella munchies. I mean, it gives you a sweet tooth. Normally, when I get high, as my munchies come, I want something salty, and then I want something sweet.
Sweet, yeah.
Nah, it went straight to the sweet tooth. Sir.
So let me get this straight. You have one weed that gives you a boner, and then you have one that will kill it instantly.
I don't know about that. I didn't feel all that. You know.
It's like kill is a strong word.
The batch of papaya I did get though, it did come from the dispensary. For those who know, that is over on Decatur and Hacienda. For those who live here in Vegas, and oh damn, I guess it's been all smoked up. I gotta cuss somebody the fuck out. The fuck going on here?
Give me your stuff. Everybody's a suspect.
Everybody's a suspect. Yes. But yeah, papaya is a good bread. Like I said, we did pick it up over at the dispensary over on Decatur and Hacienda. It is called the dispensary. That's what it's called. It's called the dispensary. So don't hit me up saying you just kept saying the dispensary. It's called the dispensary. It's called the dispensary. So it was pretty damn good. Papaya, it's an indica. That is our strain of the week. If you tried it, let us know what you feel about it in the comments. Now, y'all, I am a pothead, y'all. I am a full-on pothead, full tilt, but full stop. I am not about to condone fighting, and in this case, murder over marijuana. I'm letting y'all know that right now. Here in Las Vegas at Rancho High School, a 17-year-old Jonathan Lewis Jr. was beaten by 10 of his peers on November 1st allegedly over earbuds and a vape pen that had been stolen. He passed away from severe head trauma on the 7th. This incident happened on the 1st. Jonathan passed on the 7th when he was considered brain dead, and his parents did donate his organs. But terrible. His father, Jonathan Lewis Sr., had said that his son was attacked while standing up for some of his smaller friends. So it was a bully situation, y'all. It's sad because as someone who smokes, and I know this might not even be related to the vape pen, but I can see how that vape pen is probably worth gold to high school students. But it's not worth dying over. I understand I understand it probably was the principal he was fighting, over the principal. But for him to be jumped by 10 people over some earbuds and a vape pen, that shit is wild. And we talk about mass shootings, but we don't talk about like the physical altercations that go on in schools. He lost his life sticking up for somebody, and it's a shitty thing. Now they arrested 8 of the people with the help of the FBI.
Good.
They all range in ages from 13 to 17 years old. 2 others are still out, but let me tell you, if they caught 8 of them and they're minors, they'll catch the other 2 because these parents ain't going to. Hopefully, the parents are not going to. Hopefully, the parents are going to do what they do best or what they should be doing and make sure that everybody is held accountable here, including murder charges. I'm not going to say for all. I want the investigation to go. But everyone in this should be held accountable, and we will keep you updated on it. Tony had a few words to say about this, y'all. So go ahead, Tony.
Look, first of all, rest in peace to Jonathan. I get that he was trying to stick up for a friend and everything. And I'm not trying to downplay this in any way. I just, on a personal level, this kid lives in this day and age. He knows what these other kids are capable of. The fact that any of them could have had a gun, himself included. My whole thing is, from my understanding, from what I've heard from an actual press report from the lieutenant or whatever, a press conference, he said that he told them, or they basically all agreed to meet in the alleyway to fight. Why on God's earth would you go back there, which is only one of your friends who's the one who happens to be getting bullied, and nobody else to make sure that you don't get jumped the way you did? Still, rest in peace. And I'm not trying to say
Yeah.
that he's at any way at fault. I'm just saying it wasn't the brightest move, and I just wish he would have thought about that. I just don't know how to
Yeah.
put it. It's stupid though.
Yeah, no,
You guys are fighting over dumb shit to begin with.
Yeah.
I just think, sometimes when you are wanting to stick up for your friends, you really don't think about how you don't, he's 13. You don't when I was 13, I probably wouldn't have thought about the consequences of me. I just want to stick up for my friends, and I just want to be that person for my friends. I'm not thinking about, oh, and he probably thought it was going to be like a fair one, maybe
Mhm.
he thought it was just one person he was getting into it with. And, it's
Not
unfortunate that
necessarily.
you guys would do that to somebody. You would do that to somebody's, son. Um, and everybody needs to be held accountable. The parents, sometimes,
Mhm.
parents aren't always aware of what their children are doing too. So when people say, the parents are I kind of get on the fence with that sometimes because, sometimes you don't know everything that your kids into, but maybe there's something to be said about that as well. So
Mhm.
I think when it comes to the parenting, I'll be honest, and this is just me. Remember that video I shared in the group chat earlier this week? Some parents, they don't really care. They encourage the
they
kind of
don't.
behavior. Look at that Hispanic kid who's still on the run from that murder from what, almost 2 years ago at a gas station during the
Mhm.
holidays. He's still on the
Mm,
freaking run, and his dad was the one who drove him there. Come on.
Mhm.
I mean, just some of these parents, like you said, they need to be held accountable as well. It should be evaluated. What kind of parents are they? What kind of home life do they have for these kids? And if they're not being
Mhm.
good parents, yeah, this is your freaking fault that your kids are acting like a bunch of thugs and doing this crap. Then sorry.
Exactly. Exactly. And he,
yeah,
Candy, you said he was 13. He's actually 17. He was actually
he's
17.
17. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I
No,
didn't
no,
know.
no. It's still the same
So
concept. It's
the kids
that,
that jumped him
that did
were
it range in age from 13 to 17.
Yeah, the ones they caught so far.
The ones they caught, yes.
13. So okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no excuse for that
Hmm.
kind of behavior. And
Yeah.
it makes me sad. Like all he wanted to do was just defend his friend,
Yeah.
and it ended
Exactly.
with the losing his life. So, and
Hmm.
that's really sad. That's really important.
Yeah. It's a really shitty thing. Um, I hate that he lost his life. And like Tony said, I understand he was trying to stick up for his friends, but you sometimes have to read the
Yeah, I didn't
room. And
realize he was that old. Like, I mean, at
yeah.
17, you have a little bit more, I don't know,
Hmm.
I guess, thought process. So, I
Yeah.
mean, it's still unfortunate, but
Hmm.
It
it,
is. I
it
mean,
wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it trying to stick up for anybody for over a vape ban. It wasn't worth that.
it wasn't worth it. At least it was for a good reason to a degree of what his heart was at, as to what
Yeah,
his commitment was for his friend. It was honorable. Let's put it that way.
it
Yeah.
However,
was. It was
it
very
just,
honorable and
it was an unfortunate thing that it had to be that way over something so small.
Yeah. For real.
hmm
For real. So rest
absolutely.
in peace. Rest in
Yeah, rest
peace.
in peace, Jonathan.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Jonathan, and condolences to his family and
mm,
friends. And if you're out there and you're listening to this, hey, if you was involved, go ahead and let the police know, and let's get these other two in there, so they are held accountable, for what they've been doing, um, or for what they've done. Um,
right.
so let us know what you think about that in the comments. If you're close to the case, really let us know, because I really want to know what actually went on and what happened around here. Um, Also, since we're on the subject, y'all, Trump was actually trending yesterday, but not about Trump. Trump's sister had passed. It's a real
Oh
funny
yeah,
thing. Everybody took to social media and said that the Grim Reaper took the wrong Trump. Uh, I don't. I'm not about anybody dying or anything like this. But
Yeah, it's a little
part of me agrees with that, while the other part may or may not, just a little bit, just a little bit. Um, but yeah, Trump's sister did pass away. Rest in peace to those folks. I mean, rest in peace to her, rather.
yeah.
When you get there, tell them that you want to get your cousin in. I mean, your brother in.
No, his brother better not be up there. If there is a
Yeah,
here, I definitely
yeah,
don't
but
want to see him up there.
yeah, but most definitely, I'm not for that type of thing. It was funny reading some of the stuff, but we shouldn't make fun of somebody else's pain.
loss.
But we don't know what was painful because all I heard, to tell you the truth, this was like the headline I saw. I don't know his sister's name. I don't know nothing. All I know is that Trump was trending, and I wanted to figure out why, and that was why people were like, rest in peace to your sister, but you should have died, sir. Type of shit like that. Yeah, some real weird shit. Go ahead, Tony.
Forgive me for being an asshole, but you can see how much I care. That's the only card I put up for this whole entire subject. I didn't look up the woman's name. Just whatever. I mean, may she rest in peace, like you said. But okay, I'm not really concerned with it.
Exactly. But
Yeah,
definitely, go ahead.
no, I just a little backstory because I did read. I had some time to read at work
Mhm,
as I was waiting for phone calls. Um, so she does have a little, she's a little accomplished as well. She was a lawyer
mhm,
and she did wind up being a judge, a justice. So I'm not sure in what court, but
mhm,
she was in her 80s. So
mhm.
I mean, at that point, like you're on borrowed time at that point anyway.
Yeah,
So I mean,
yeah.
as long as she's not suffering anymore, I don't know what type of woman she was or what her politics were. So,
Mhm.
um, but yeah, rest in peace. I think her name was Judith or something. I don't know what her
Okay.
name is, but rest in peace, Sister Trump.
She did not the Trump thumbs.
The Trump thumbs.
For real, y'all. On to other funny shit, y'all. Um, there's a few things that's laughable here. We have the race. We have the Formula One race coming into Vegas this weekend. A lot of the big stuff starts tomorrow. Um, they're shutting down the strip. It's a shit show out there, y'all, in them streets. If you live in Vegas, avoid the strip for the next week or so. Don't go down there.
I wish I could. I have to cross the strip. No matter where I go, I have to cross the strip to get to work. So,
Uh huh.
today traffic has been very annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere you turn, there's a fucking cone, and I just want to get out and throw it at
Mm-hmm.
whoever. But
Yeah.
I did know that opening ceremonies happen tonight,
Mm-hmm.
so we're getting ready. Uh, I
Yes.
probably have to leave the house really early tomorrow. So,
Mm-hmm.
but aside from all of that,
Mm-hmm.
I did read, or I saw on the news how the CEO of the Formula One kind of overestimated I guess, excitement or the ticket sales
Mm-hmm.
for the race. So, I
The
mean, they've
buzz.
dropped
Yeah.
drastically. Hotel
Mm-hmm.
rates have dropped drastically. I only know
Yes.
that because people that booked for the weekend are calling back to
Mm-hmm.
rebook. That's how,
Yeah.
because they got a better deal.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this, I think most of us locals are pissed anyway
Yes.
because it's impacted the whole city. It's impacted our just
Mm-hmm.
daily getting around. Um,
Exactly.
have been affected. I feel like I really shouldn't have to leave my house an hour early. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I left play for. So I feel like it should.
And
get.
it's funny because they're expecting those who live here in Vegas. You know, most of the workers here have to park at the Rio Hotel, get a shuttle to Caesars, and then they're told to either walk or find a way to where they need to go. These are employees. I think he
here.
Yeah. He overestimated it, and the city overestimated by a lot. One, Formula One racing is the sport of the elite.
Yeah.
These cars, one car costs more than a whole lot of shit in Vegas. One car. The driver doesn't get paid much. It's almost like he's almost like a horse jockey. Nobody give a fuck about the driver. They give a fuck about that car and how that car is tuned. And another person that don't really give a flying fuck about it is me. I don't want to go see no race. I like NASCAR, don't like Formula One. They're shutting down Las Vegas. The reason they overestimated it is because y'all immediately came out the gates trying to charge $16,000. Y'all do know that Thanksgiving is next week. Thanksgiving is next week. It's a slow time in Vegas. All you're going to get is the elite. You know what I mean? The folks who can afford to go to F1, they ain't worried about the strip being shut down because all they have to do is flash their badge and they get right into the special. There are ways to get around down there. However, taxi drivers, rideshare drivers, and regular old ass people will not be able to have access to those areas. I believe they overstated it. They overestimated it because they thought it was going to be buzzworthy. They thought people were going to come to Vegas. But this is it, y'all. We haven't been able to see the Bellagio fountains for a month. And that's one of the biggest attractions on the strip. They cut down the trees in front of the fountain. So when it was running before they put up the stands, it was still 100 degrees outside. Nobody is going to want to go look at the goddamn fountain at the Bellagio if they have no shade. All of the shows are truncated. So a lot of the shows are either shut down that week or they're showing at different times. Nothing else is going on during the F1 race. So if you're not going to the race, there ain't shit else to do in Vegas. Go ahead, Tony.
Look, speaking on this F1 bullshit, I won't tell you like this right now. We're Sin City. Nobody's coming here to watch a fucking race. They're coming here to sin. We want to gamble. We want to hit the sex clubs, things like that. Ain't nobody give a fuck about no goddamn car. The only thing they're sinning at is breaking the speed limit on those fucking roads.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you something. Me and my wife went over the little bridge on Flamingo.
Uh-huh.
Those cars hitting that motherfucker at like 200 miles an hour or whatever. Mark my word, we're going to see something very bad go down for the first F1 here in
Vegas. That bridge is just to get you from Flamingo to Koval. I mean, from the Vegas to over Koval. They're not racing on that bridge.
Okay. I still feel like something's going to go wrong.
That's just that.
That bridge is dangerous. Built by some guy who was mad because
it looks dangerous. I wouldn't get on that. I'll find a different route.
We went on it, and let me tell you something. That's the last time we're going on it. And no offense to the people of F1, but fuck your goddamn race. If I happen to need to go across that goddamn strip on one of your racing days, I guess I won't be in the race with you. Bottom line is, I'm going right through that bitch.
We'll be in there together. My little 08, my 08 FPV.
Yeah, only people who don't live here and people who got money is gonna like it because everything else is done. You know, everything else nobody wants to fuck around with. I don't want to fuck with F1.
It's gonna be here for the next 10 years, but I don't know. They might rethink it. But
I would rethink it. I would at least work. 10 years. I would at least work on some. I would at least work on some of these logistics. Now they're saying all this is because it was the first year. So they know next year it's going to be easy to set up because everything's already in place. But we also need to understand they're going to have to resurface that street every year the same way they did this year. Go ahead.
No, what the fuck do you mean next year? I thought it was only going to be just this. No.
No.
Oh, it's a 10-year contract, sir. It's a 10-year commitment.
They're doing this from now on.
10 years.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing this for 10 years.
I really fucking hope somehow Vegas fucks up that contract. I really fucking hope so.
I think it'll be F1
that messes money it up. They asked for this. They asked for so much money for this. Like it was like in the billions. And they still needed more money, like money that could have went elsewhere. And you didn't like offer any locals a deal for. If we got to deal with this shit for the next 10 years, I think that we should be good for a complimentary ticket or something. Just
they did offer. They offered $200 tickets to locals. $200. Yeah, but one, it was a qualifying race. It had to be a qualifier, and two, it was on Flamingo and Koval. And even that area, even with the grandstands, it's still not a good view of the race. And two, think about the businesses in there. Right there on the corner is a souvenir shop.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much business they do, but every time I pass it, they always got stuff outside. They always has tourists coming in and out of that place.
Oh, they don't care.
Yeah, they don't care about this guy. People who are staying at the Ellis Island, which is on Koval, also right next to the starting line, they got big ass walls out there. I thought if you're somewhere, you should be lucky to see it from there. Like, hey, I get to see the thing. No, you can't see it. They are so fucking petty. They're getting rid of the people in the tunnels.
Yeah, they're emptying the tunnels out. They blocked all the walkways, over the bridge, the pedestrian bridges over the over the strip. So you can walk over this motherfucker, but you can't see no race, not for free.
Yeah,
won't be able to do that.
It's the craziest thing ever, and they've been trying to block the view from anywhere that you did not pay for. Only view you're gonna get is probably you can get a strip view now for way less money.
Yeah, you can. You can still.
I think
you can.
One of the best.
The strip view room is a strip view room. Like it's not a face view room, so you can probably catch parts of it just going.
I still think one of the best views you're gonna get is on the terrace at Cosmo.
Cosmo, yep. Here's my thing. As a resident, I think fuck the discount tickets. Like I said, I don't give a fuck about that race. We need to have a week worth of compensation.
We need free tickets. Give me your locals. That's why I always
say want free tickets. Yeah, fuck the free tickets. I don't even want those for free. You couldn't pay me to take the tickets. I want you to give me money for my wasted time of having, like you said, leave work for work an hour early, things like that. Compensate me for my inconvenience. You're making that much money for the next 10 years, so you can afford for 1 week payment to all the residents you inconvenience.
And mind you, the culinary union just got a contract. And people were calling them, talk about you're embarrassing the city if you strike. Fuck that. You're not going to bring over $1 billion in this weekend and not pay your workers. That's not what you're going to do.
Yep.
So I normally don't support the culinary union because they don't support the other unions when they go on strike. But they tried to pull this F1 shit on the culinary union. And I thought that was fucked up. You know what I mean? They tried to pull one over. I thought that they would say, when they said it last week before it was all settled, I thought that they were going to say, yeah, but y'all can vote after F1. I'd be like, no, we voting now.
Immediately.
Yeah, exactly. Immediately, y'all. Man.
Before I go down, I'm sorry. Before I go down,
let us know what you think about this.
I'm waiting for one topic we never got to do last week.
Oh, I wouldn't know, but hey, we're gonna get to it. Out of let us know what you think about the F1. Do you think it's worth it? Leave a comment. Let us know. Also, all those who signed up for those seat filler jobs, trust me, you're about to get an email because they need to make those grandstands look full. So local residents quite possibly might get free tickets to F1 racing. You know, I'm sorry, off topic. Seat fillers during award shows, when it's on TV, they do not like showing empty seats. So they hire a person or people to move from seat to seat and section to section so that when the camera pans over that section, it does not look empty. They don't want to show a whole lot of empty seats. Seat fillers can make from $75 to $1,000 per show, depending on the type of show they go to. Most of the time, it's just $75. It's a $75 thing because they feel, fuck, you get to see a free show. It's normally for award shows. And now that I told y'all that, watch the next award show. You're going to start seeing people. It's like, God, wasn't that motherfucker sitting up in the balcony? You're going to know. But on to some other shit. Imagine this, y'all. Walk with me here. You and your buddy waiting for something. Your buddy goes to the trailer. So you like, everybody calls like, where your boy at? So you like, oh, my boy over here. I got to go find my boy. So you get to your boy's trailer and you see him getting bent over, taking it. Just taking it. That, my friends, is what a former assistant of Will Smith says he saw on set. He saw Will Smith bent over, taking dick from Dwayne Martin. Dwayne Martin, I can't even tell you what Dwayne Martin has been in lately. He is on the Real House Husbands of Hollywood.
He's been in like Above the Rim.
Yeah, he's been in Above the Rim. He is married to Yes, he is married to Tisha Campbell.
Yeah.
Are they still married?
No, they're not married.
Yeah, he was married to Tisha Campbell from Martin. But yeah, his the height of his career was the mid to late 90s. He was, I don't know if he did stand up. I think he did stand up. I don't know. He was more of a, to me, he was more of a fringe character. He was around, but he wasn't there. But they were reporting that Will Smith was being a bottom boy to Dwayne Martin. Talking about him. That is actually, y'all can catch it. I got to catch it after the show because I do know somebody had an exclusive interview tonight on YouTube talking about this. But in my opinion, who fucking cares? I could care less. I've heard for years what men do in Hollywood to other men. And from what I heard, from what I've read, it's worse than what they do to women. You know, I don't know. What do you guys think, Miss Candy?
I just think, whoever this guy is, because mentioning the interview that I saw bits and pieces of, I believe it's Tasha K that is doing the interview. Mm-hmm. He talks about, he shows video footage and pictures of how close he was supposedly to Will Smith. So I don't know what Will did to piss this man off. But I kind of have a hard time. I mean, I've heard that they've been saying this about them two for years now. I don't think anybody really cares like that anyway, know. And like it kind of, what does it say about you for you to be his friend, his close confidant or assistant for the last
exactly
friend 30 years. I mean, assistant so many years and friend 40 years. Like that, for you to come out and make those allegations and stand on it like the way you're standing on it.
Yeah. I don't
know what this guy's angle is.
Go ahead, Tony. I'm sorry.
No, you guys are good. I don't mean to keep popping in, but some of these stories are interesting to me. One other thing, let me just ask, because I didn't look at it, but this friend or assistant, was he a little bit on the, if he was he offended that maybe he wanted to get with Will? If they were that close, he might have wanted something with Will.
Mm-hmm. No, and other people were commenting that those were kind of the vibes that, we were getting. You can't really tell, I mean, you can kind of tell,
you
but
remember that real estate guy that went to prison, Chris Lee Knows Best? It was his brother that ratted him out.
Yeah, I think she was a beard. I think she definitely was his beard.
Yeah.
And, his partner came out and outed him too. Mm-hmm. So it could be a situation where, they might have had a thing going on, back when Will wasn't really anybody. And,
and again, it's his business, but
assistant for so long, and maybe he just got sick of it.
He's a hater. That's what he is. He a fucking hater.
Definitely big hater, because when he was talking Mr. Sassy Pants, it's like, oh, okay, so you really feel some type of way. Okay.
Yeah. Now, I'm gonna say this. In my young life, when I was 17 years old, I did see my boss having sex with another man. But like I said, what will I do? Here we are down the line. You know what I mean? I still got paid by the guy. I never mentioned it to him, although we all know what happened. But I did get a raise. I didn't even have to have a conversation for that. So
hush money. Huh.
Yeah, I truly didn't care, to tell you the truth. Like now, I could care less. But how many times? I bet you could ask a whole bunch of Hollywood assistants how many times they went to a trailer or a dressing room and the star was doing something that, something real funny. Stop. They could be having sex, doing cocaine, snorting M&Ms. These people have a lot of weird things because at the end of the day, they're regular people. At the end of the day, they are regular people. Will Smith took it up the ass from Dwayne Martin. True or not, I don't give a fuck, y'all. Who cares? All I do know that if it did happen, then it wasn't for Dwayne Martin's career because he hasn't done shit. So obviously, let's be clear. Exactly. Let us know what you feel about these rumors about Dwayne Martin and Will Smith. Is it true? Is it not? Do you really care? Let us know in the comments as we move on. If y'all remember a few years ago, Little Mama stepped on stage with Jay-Z and
embarrassed the hell out of everybody.
With Jay-Z and Alicia Keys at the end of their show, at the end of their segment, and she stood there. Well, Krishan Rock this weekend at Tamar Braxton's show did the same thing. Now, before, it's raining outside, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm listening to the rain. I'm sorry.
It was cloudy earlier. I hope it rained on this whole thing.
Yeah, it's raining outside out my window. But first it started when they said Krishan assaulted James Chanel. And if y'all don't know who James Chanel is the guy who went crazy over Patti LaBelle's Walmart pie so long ago that caused a frenzy of everybody buying Patti LaBelle's pie. It was a whole big thing, y'all. It was before COVID. Anyway, she attacked him because she said she missed her chance. Because she said she didn't get a chance to perform. Now, She did come on stage at Tamar Braxton's show and just stood there, much like Little Mama, and everybody wondering what the fuck is going on. Krishan was invited to be there, but she was not invited to perform. Reason being is because Tamar's sister was slated to perform, and she is a diva. If it was up to her sister Toni, even Tamar wouldn't have fucking performed that night. Because Toni likes to perform by herself, alone, on stage. No opening act. So if y'all ever go to a Toni Braxton show, just know there's not going to be an opening act. It's just going to be Toni. Anyway, go ahead.
So I just think that, first of all, I mean, I know that Tamar was trying to, I guess, be some sort of mentor or like a big sister figure to Krishan. So I know it all seems kind of random that they would even be tied together, but that is the reason why. She just kind of wanted to take her under her wing, so to speak, because it's like Krishan shouldn't have never even been at a Tamar Braxton party. Like, she's not that's a whole different lane. That's either fan base. Krishan's a bunch of damn Gen Zers and Alpha Gens or whatever, kids basically.
Yeah.
So the fact that she was even there, it confused the fuck out of everybody, because it's like, they're not even, why would you even invite her? She doesn't even belong there.
And she brought the mess to the show.
Yeah, she brought the mess to the show. She was outside arguing about getting her friends in or something like that. And there was obviously the confusion about performing. And she also looks like, from one of the tapes, was kind of getting a little touchy-feely with one of the background singers. And you could see the lady obviously, trying to, like, I don't want to be touched, right?
Yeah.
Don't touch me. And, it was just, I don't know where Krishan she was performing, but Tamar didn't initially come and speak out about it. And so everybody was, her team was a little upset about that, but she did later come out and confirm that, Krishan did assault James Chanel. And to the point where, he had to go to the hospital. So that is insane. Like, you can't just punch people when things don't go your way. You can't, that's not always how you handle things. And again, that's kind of why Krishan asked, there need to be nowhere near no Tamar Braxton event, concert, whatever. Or, you could have invited her to the after party, but I guess, she's trying to connect with the younger crowd too. Maybe that's why. Also, I think she even linked up with Krishan, with the likes of Krishan. And again, to, try to take her under her wing, but that girl's too wild. She's too violent. She's very, I wouldn't say confrontational, but she definitely is not afraid to put her hands on people. And she's gonna have to learn the hard way that that's not always how you respond to things. Like, even though, I talk a lot of shit talking, but I mean, there's a time and a place for things like that. And
I think she
like that every time.
Yeah, I feel she fucked up the whole vibe. If y'all folks go check on some of the sites, you'll see there are a lot of awkward poses
cringy. Cringy as fuck. It's very cringy. And she was so out of place there. She didn't do anything for image. And Tamar's been around a lot longer than she has. So
exactly. And truth be told, y'all, on a side note, I would have rather grew up listening to Tamar rather than Toni. I'm just gonna put that out there. I believe Tamar is a better performer and a better singer. That's just my opinion. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Also, y'all, I gotta cover this, y'all. I know we're running on time. I gotta cover this, or Tony will kill me. In Missouri again, y'all. Once again in Missouri, A teacher was caught having an OnlyFans page, but the kicker, it is from the same teacher, the same school that the other teacher was caught with an OnlyFans page. And
what them ladies got going on outside of there?
now, I'm going to say this because this story is different. This was another teacher, same school, but she admitted to having an OnlyFans page. She said something happened at work and somebody sent her some email. And so she thought it had to do with her OnlyFans page being found. So she resigned before any shit could happen and then admitted she had an OnlyFans page. I personally believe she was trying to ride the coattails of this scandal. She thought maybe...
Yeah, maybe she wanted to get some clout off her.
Yeah, but she said she shut down her page. Talk about she just wants to teach. Bitch, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call her a bitch.
Bitch. That came out too fast.
I know. I say that. Oh.
I'll say it, bitch. Listen, you might be out of your goddamn mind.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I can't teach kids. I fucking hate kids.
I want to teach you.
And I can say that because I've had kids. So if y'all want to talk shit, it's Funky Monk at agingpotheads.com. I got time. Fuck them kids.
I will mollywop all y'all kids. Okay?
Exactly.
Just like I mollywop mine.
Okay? Y'all got my motherfucking email if you got a problem with me saying fuck them kids. If you got a problem with me, fuck them kids. Check this out. Teachers make, on average, 33 to 50K a year. Okay? And this just goes beyond teaching kids because they can't get everything done at school. They're grading papers. They're having to buy their own supplies. I mean, I swear to God, if I get another I got carried a one. I got 6 grandchildren in elementary school. You know how many reams? I just go buy a big box at fucking Office Max at the beginning of the year. I just go buy a big box of printer paper. Why should my kids be bringing printer paper to school? Y'all can't even provide printer paper at school? Anyway.
I wouldn't buy that shit either if I only made $32,000 a year. Y'all buy
exactly.
Y'all want me to teach these kids? Y'all buy the supplies for me to teach these kids.
And that's exactly what I think. I mean, come on now. Did y'all know that this year was like the first year that the list at Walmart had a front and back? The fuck is going on, y'all? And for those who don't know, those who may not know, around school time, if you go to Walmart, they have like little flyers that tells you what school, normally a school in the area of Walmart, what their equipment list or supply list that kids are supposed to bring to school. Sometimes it's broken down by grade. Other times it's just broken down just by elementary, whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, y'all, back to what I was talking about. I'm talking about the fucking teachers.
Yeah.
Teachers, they put too much time in. It'd be cool if making $32,000 a year ain't cool at all. You make more working at McDonald's full time. But at McDonald's, you get to clock out after 8 hours. You get to work overtime when you want to. Teachers get to school an hour or two before school, and they're there an hour or two after school. Not to mention if they are coach the kids, which they don't get paid extra for. They got to grade. They got to talk to parents of badass. And they got to take care of your badass kids. Because y'all know y'all kids bad. That was one of the funnest things about 2020 that I liked was that y'all had to be at home with your fucking kids during the day. You remember that at the beginning, Miss Candy, when they was talking about, my kid, y'all need to keep these schools open.
Yeah, no, I want everybody to go back in the house now. So
yeah, exactly. And now I was a homebody before quarantine. Now I'm really a homebody. But anyway, y'all,
Hey,
go ahead,
hold up,
Tony.
hold up. I'm actually very happy that the kids are back in school.
Of
Extremely
course you are.
happy that these teachers are on OnlyFans. I get to meet models up front.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is
Oh,
my
it's
thing. As long as they were not advertising to the students,
mm-hmm.
once again, I can care less.
Yeah, I'm okay with
They
that.
both said they didn't show their faces or use any part of their real names just so this could happen. Once again, I bet you this was some hating ass wife who caught her
Mm-hmm.
husband, or some kids who just found out by accident and spread it. But either way, this teacher admitted to it and everything. Now, like the title says, y'all, do you believe teachers deserve fair pay or more than what they can? And do you think school districts around the country are doing what they can to support their educators, their teachers? Because I could tell you right now, Las Vegas or the state of Nevada got a nice little chunk of change from the Department of Education, which went to getting raises for superintendents. Our superintendent here in Vegas not only gave himself a raise, but created 50 fucking associate superintendent jobs for his friends. What the
Mm-hmm.
fuck does an associate superintendent do? And why do you need so many? We're
Mm-hmm.
not just talking about the attendant. When I say 51 positions, it wasn't 51 associate superintendents. They got them and their staff. So they got to hire a staff. So we created all these jobs. Don't get me wrong, I like the creation of jobs. But this guy gave himself a raise, created these positions, and then told the teachers, hey, we can't really pay you that much because the money wasn't in the budget. And that money was supposedly be for the teachers and the teachers' raises. Understand, there were teachers who came in 2018 who still have not received their signing bonus from 2018. Yet they're still working. Okay? And and
Insane.
we and we still don't have enough teachers. It's gotten
Now they
so bad right now, and all you got to do is be 25 with a high school diploma, and you can teach
no
for
record.
for the Clark County school for the Clark County School District. You still got to go through the background check and the fingerprint shit, but no,
Make sure you're
I'm
not
not finna
keto.
babysit no kids for $15 an hour. I would rather go flip burgers. I would rather
Yeah.
go walk Boulder Highway barefoot.
Mm.
Let's be clear. And it's crazy. I don't give a fuck about a teacher doing it. As long as that teacher's teaching my child, I can care less what she or he does when they leave that building. And they
Absolutely.
make and trust me, they said that one teacher said she made over $1 million. She did once y'all exposed her because everybody was looking for the page. I don't, and that's what she did. I don't care if she started advertising after she got fired. She ain't got no job, y'all. She got kids to support.
Absolutely.
Shit. I am 50
Anyhow,
years old. I can give a fuck less about what you do for work. Go ahead, Tony.
I know what they're going through. I don't make enough at this show. I'm about to do onlyfans.com/the angry pothead. I won't shake my
no,
boobies for them, you know? I won't shake my boobies for one blunt.
I get that.
all
Only
right.
blunts. Only blunts. But yeah, y'all, let us know what you think about that. Do you think that the teacher was right and should not be fired? Or do you think that the teacher should be fired because they peddle flesh? I don't give a fuck. Let us know in the comments, y'all.
Yeah.
And before we get to the other stuff here, y'all remember when Miss Candy and I talked a few months ago when Kiki Palmer had her ass and her titties out at the Usher concert, and her boyfriend got on Twitter all in his chest, and then we had a new breed because the passport bros were gone. Now we got these red pill motherfuckers, incels, and podcast bros. talking about her. Where you niggas at now? Where y'all at now? Because
Right.
last week, right after the show, y'all, I found out that Keke Palmer filed a temporary restraining order against her ex-boyfriend, Darius Jackson, alleging physical abuse that has been going on over the last 2 to 3 years. And where y'all at now? Some of y'all still standing 10 toes down on it, saying that this is karma for her. Even some of you pick me women out there saying this is karma. Even with the evidence, even with the pictures, which are hard to watch, you got to understand that most judges don't take temporary restraining orders lightly. So no, it's not just the videos and this and that. She just can't go in there. Her star power won't get her that. Okay? This man was abusive. Y'all stood by him. Some of y'all are still standing by him. And he released the recording of Keke Palmer's mama's threatening him with a gun. Mr. Jackson, that didn't help your case. Because as a father, I'm not going to call my daughter's boyfriend and threaten his life just because I just feel like, just because I didn't like him, or because I was just going to randomly call him and tell him that. What are the reasons you would call your child's mate to threaten their life? And it's if they're being abused. And you see your child going through this shit just won't leave. So where y'all at now? What you got to say about this, Miss Candy?
I mean, it's disheartening. It's a situation where you know, you don't want to see people go through that, and she initially tried to protect it, and that's the part that's disappointing the most, is because, you know, these women have status about them, and they're still going through this kind of thing. And what is I don't understand the whole front of putting on like you guys, like it's this happy family and you want us to stay out your business, but things like this happening and now we all in your business. So you know, the only thing I can do is wish her well. I'm hearing, you know, different things every day. How, you know, sometimes she was the aggressor. So we really don't know what's going on. We just saw the videos of him being, you know, aggressive with her. I always know that
it's two sides.
While not victim blaming, there's other sides of the story as well. So I just hate that for her, and I hope that you know, they get past it or whatever. And I hope justice is done. And the judge did award her full custody. So we just are going to go from there. You know, that's the only thing I can think of.
And that's where I stand too. I don't stand for the abuse.
Yeah.
But I don't stand for the big victim blaming either. I want to hear everything. To tell you the truth, after this whole Johnny Depp and Amber Heard thing, I just really want to see what's coming out. That doesn't say I'm doubting Keke.
Yeah, it doesn't say that I doubt her. But I just, you know, we know that society kind of does tend to lead, or has in the past, you know, lead towards the way, because, you know, guys are just big, you know, just the whole guys are bigger and things like that. That doesn't mean that there aren't violent women. It doesn't mean that, that didn't take place too. We just saw what we saw.
Yeah.
So until, you know, I know enough now to just wait until all the facts come out, and you know, we just go from there. So that's
exactly. I completely understand that, but I do want to make sure everything shakes down, because I mean, let's be clear. Johnny Depp lost a whole lot of shit, and and he was nice about it when he got what, because Disney gave him his money though. he didn't have to go sue Disney, but I would sue everybody else that wrote him off. Anyway, y'all.
Anywho, yeah.
Where do y'all stand about the Keke Palmer situation? Let us know in the comments. Whether you're on Twitter, YouTube, or Facebook, let us know in the comments how you felt about that. For anyone in this type of abusive situation and you ready to get out and you need to get help, you make sure you dial that number at 800-799-7233, and that is the National Domestic Violence Hotline. Now, spoiler alert, y'all. Spoiler alert. What did you watch this week, Miss Candy? It's been a while, so I know you probably watched a lot.
I haven't watched. I didn't get a chance to watch stuff this week. I'm on a different schedule. I didn't get to watch anything. I don't have anything to review tonight, but
okay.
I'll definitely. I have my eye on a few things. I do want to watch that. I kind of wanted to watch that Five Nights at Freddy's. So I think I'm going to watch that and tell you guys what I think about that next week. But no, I didn't say my schedule's been all over crazy this week, so unfortunately I didn't get to review anything. But
no worries. I watched a lot of things this week, so over the next few weeks I'll be reviewing some things along with some of my favorite Christmas movies. I'll be reviewing again because it is the holiday season. I shouldn't say Christmas because we have not passed Thanksgiving yet. Most definitely, one thing I did just see in the movies was the Marvels. I actually went to the theater to see this. The Marvels is the new Marvel, is the latest Marvel adventure. It's in theaters right now. People tried to pan this and try to say it wasn't going to be a good thing. Don't expect much out of it. And some people were like, wait till it comes on Disney Plus. I urge you folks to change your mind. I think y'all need to see this movie. This movie is exciting. It is funny. It does have some ridiculous scenes. Trust me, there's 2 scenes that you might think is ridiculous. One of them is fucking hilarious. But to me, it was paced well. And when we saw these parts, I believe it was appropriate for that part of the movie, if that makes sense. Y'all know, because sometimes we watch a movie and we see a scene, we're like, why the fuck they could have deleted this scene? You know what I mean? Or this didn't make no sense right here. But where they put this the hilarity, it worked the movie, it moved the plot. You know, sometimes you see, like when you watch Thor, you know, you see the Thor Love and Thunder, which was an okay movie. It was better than what I thought it would be. But there was parts of it that was like, come on now, this is ridiculous. Y'all made Thor a laughing stock as opposed to some strong, brave motherfucker. But anyway, the Marvels was good. I gave it 4.5 blunts.
Okay.
4. I'm sorry, Tony. 4 blunts. I gave it 4 blunts.
Y'all killing me tonight. Like y'all be.
I know it's all over the place, but you know.
It's a solid. Go ahead.
I keep looking back to make sure I'm not the one too high here.
No, it's not you.
Yeah, it's not you. But I gave it a solid 4 blunts. It's a solid movie, solid cast. Imani Vellani, I believe that's her name, who plays Miss Marvel, made the movie. She sort of like, it was a breakout. If y'all haven't watched Miss Marvel on Disney Plus, go ahead and check that out. I would recommend that as well as the first Captain Marvel movie before y'all, and WandaVision before y'all watch this one. That'll prepare it. You can still know it because they'll run it back for you. But those are the series on Disney Plus. I think I would need to watch for watching this movie. I gave it 4 blunts. It's a solid 4. I would go see it again. I actually went to Discount Monday, but I think I would have paid after seeing it. I think I would have paid full price to see this movie. So definitely go ahead and check that out. Let us know what you're watching. Go ahead and leave a comment. Also, let us know what are your favorite holiday movies too, so we know what y'all watching. So I can go watch them and review them too. Now it's the munchie time, y'all. It's the munchie time of the show. And I look here as I see what Miss Candy had. She had some nice Indian food, huh?
Yeah, Thai. It was actually Thai food.
Thai. My bad.
It's okay. It
Oh,
was
satay
called,
chicken. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here
yeah.
thinking tandoori chicken, and that's not even tandoori. Nothing in there says tandoori.
It's kind of, I don't know. I guess it kind of could compare a little bit, like as far as I don't know. I guess the way the chicken is made. But I did have satay chicken with peanut butter sauce. It was from Fraya Thai. It's on Sunset in Decatur, and I tried it for lunch. My supervisor let me try some of hers for lunch. I was like, ooh, I want this. Where did you get it from? And it was a little Thai spot right across from the Popeyes in a little strip mall or what a strip joint or would have not strip joint, but a little strip area. And it was very delicious. It comes with a little peanut butter sauce. Who knew you could put peanut butter on chicken? Like I never had that combination before, but I really enjoyed it. I almost got some today, but I'm like, I don't want to burn this out, so I'll hold off. But it's very delicious. I gave it, I believe. Don't shoot me, Tony. 4.5 out of 5. Yeah.
I like that. She said, "Let me see what he threw up," and I'm gonna say that.
What's sad though is we're all getting so old that she was like making sure she saw that.
I had to look and count. I was like,
"Oh man, y'all, that's funny. That was hilarious, y'all. That was hilarious. That's good. I gotta try that. Next time I get Thai, I'm gonna probably get some satay chicken satay.
Yeah, I don't know how you pronounce it. Forgive me if the pronunciation is off.
Exactly.
But it's good. Get that kind of.
Now this time, the other day, I did go to a Keith Lee approved store here in Las Vegas. I went to Bulldoggy's Gourmet Hot Dogs over on Sahara and Apache here in Las Vegas. It is a Black-owned business. They're doing like American Korean fusion on hot dogs. I had the bulgogi dog. Basically, it is beef bulgogi, their house sauce, Asian coleslaw, and green onions, and you see some sesame seeds in there. I chose to get the Asian coleslaw on the side, which was a good choice because the slaw was okay, but I don't think I would have liked it on my sandwich or on my hot dog. I gave it 4.5 blunts. See, I was right this time. I gave it 4.5 blunts because of that coleslaw. Because I gotta be fair, you know what I mean? I had to taste the coleslaw, and I would say that I made the right decision. So if y'all do go, I would prefer without the coleslaw. But hey, that's your choice. Like Keith Lee said, please don't go fuck up this business because I said something like it. I just wasn't feeling the Asian coleslaw, but the rest of the hot dog was good. The beef the beef bulgogi was pretty good. One of my favorite things to eat when I eat Korean food. So that was from Bulldogs. I had 4.5 blunts. Let us know what your favorite munchie is. Let us know what your favorite go-to munchie is. My munchie tonight, when I finish the show, is going to be some goldfish, but I also got some dinner waiting for me.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some dinner too.
Most definitely, y'all. And we've gotten to that part of the show, y'all. I think this is Candy's part now.
Oh yes. Okay. So as we always say at this time, you guys, if there's anything that you're going through, that you feel like you can't talk to anyone about, if you can't talk to me or boss here, you can definitely, or Tony, you can definitely call 988. That is the suicide and crisis lifeline. It's around that time of year where things get a little tough for people, so don't be afraid to contact that number. They're always waiting to just maybe talk to you about some things. So don't hesitate to call. Also, we have the National Domestic Violence Hotline. If you are experiencing um, a situation and you're trying to get out of it, don't be afraid to use those resources. And as we always say, meditate and medicate. We're on 7 p.m. every Wednesday. And y'all have a great rest of your night. I don't know if boss wants to take us out of here on that one.
Oh, you could have took us right on out, y'all. And until
Okay,
next
well, we'll
time,
see y'all
thank
next
you for
week. Next time. We love y'all. And yeah, we'll see you guys 7-ish.
every Wednesday night, y'all. As always.